Rob, we'll start first with the announcement of today's Champions Cup fixtures. We knew who we were going to play, but not when, so now you know.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of, is it a kind of fixture you want? I mean, you never know, do you? But I think it'd be nice to start at home. Gives us an opportunity to come out there and lay a marker down in the pool. We've said before that one of the areas we feel we'll let ourselves down is in the first 2 rounds. So having the opportunity to start at home gives us the best opportunity to make the kind of start we'd like to start, and then obviously going over to Montpellier a week later will be an absolutely fantastic challenge, especially when you see how well they've done in recent years and then the quality of players they're recruiting. So I think they're 2 fantastic games. They'll be great games for our supporters to go and watch, and then a double header leading into Christmas, Leinster, and home and away against Leicester is probably about as good as it's going to get. So yeah, I think we're really pleased with the fixtures. We knew who we were going to be playing, and they make for a very, very interesting start for us.
When the draw was initially made, we talked about how we played all 3 sides before, so you know a little bit about them, the place you're going, and everything.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, I think there'll be great challenges. I mean, interestingly enough, we've had a look at an early look at Leinster because Cardiff played them last week, and not Cardiff, Gloucester played them last week, and so they're one of the prep games that we'll have a look at, and you can see that Leinster are already absolutely flying. They look very, very good in pre-season already, very strong in a lot of areas, so we know that's going to be a fantastic challenge. Montpellier, very, very big side, very big, very physical, have done very well in the last couple of years in the top 14, and Glasgow have been regularly one of the kind of high-performing Pro 12, Pro 14 teams. So they're great challenges for us, but that's what the Champions Cup should be about. It should be about people who are champions in their home competitions, and then they come together to try and become the champions of Europe. And I think that's how we're going to embrace it. We're going to attack it with everything we've got, and we're going to do the best we can, and we're going to go after it for as hard as we can for as long as we can.
You cast your mind back to a few years ago. Leinster was our first ever Heineken Cup game at the RDS, but this time Leinster at the Aviva. It sounds quite nice.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a fantastic fixture in the run up to Christmas, isn't it? And as I say, it's the kind of fixture where you strive to do as well as you can in the Premiership for, because these are the kind of games you want to be involved in. And as we say, they're the next step towards our players proving that they're capable of playing one-off games, kind of close to international level, and the kind of challenge you have from not playing against a team regularly and not knowing too much about them. Those are the challenges for us. What we've got to make sure we don't do is we don't think it's a challenge to our game plan completely different to the Premiership, because it's not. What is successful in a high-end Premiership game can be successful in Europe. We've seen Saracens prove that, and that's what we have to do this season, is be prepared, a little bit more prepared to stick at what we do really, really well in the Premiership, and use that to force really good foundations in Europe. And I think sometimes the mistake we made in the early rounds is we feel it's something completely different. Well, it is and it's not. It's different because that first game, we haven't played against Glasgow for quite a while. That makes it different. Is it still a game of rugby, and will the good things we do still work? Well, yes, they will, and those are the messages we're going to reinforce as we lead into the Champions Cup.